Therefore Narada had to come and remind him, remember why you came? This reason, this reason, this reason. Devaki and Vasudeva being tortured so much. And Krishna was a little reminded of some of the reasons why he came to this world. Then he went to Mathura and Dwarka. But in Dwarka he never forgot the devotees of Vrindavan. So Krishna married 16,108 queens. Why? Because God is the supreme enjoyer. He enjoys unlimited. We think we are the enjoyers, but how much can we enjoy? Nothing. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Everything is paraphernalia, everything is for his enjoyment, but we are stealing that and trying to enjoy ourselves. If Krishna showed, no, here's the real enjoyer. Bhaktaram Yuga. Krishna says, I am the enjoyer of everything, the enjoyer of all austerities. Therefore, 16,108 queens, and all were serving him with so much affection. Even they have so many servants, but the queens would personally fan Krishna, cook for him, massage him. And they think, no matter how much service we do, Krishna never forgets the devotees of Vrindavan. Therefore, what is special about them? They don't know because they never went. But some devotees from Vrindavan, also in Mathura Lila, also in the pastimes of Dwarka. One is Rohini Mata, the mother of Balaram. You know Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra? Okay. I will explain after. Therefore, Rohini Mata has seen all pastimes of Krishna. In Vrindavan also in Dwarka. Therefore, the 16,108 queens of Krishna asked, oh, Mother Rohini, what is there in Vrindavan? That Krishna never forgets Vrindavan, even in his sleep. Even in his sleep, Krishna is catching the pillows and crying, oh, Yasoda, oh, Nanda Baba. Or even he is crying, oh, Radharani, oh, Lalita. What is there that Krishna never forgets them, even in his sleep? What affection they have for him? We don't. Therefore they asked Rohini, can you tell us something? What is Vrindavan? What is Braj Lila? The pastime of Vrindavan. So Rohini said, I can speak, but there's one problem. If I speak these descriptions of the love that they give Krishna and Vrindavan, these descriptions are so attractive, even Krishna becomes attractive. Krishna, that is, in Judaism, they have any name for God. What is that name? There are many names of God which describe his unlimited qualities. But the best quality of God must be his beauty. His power, his position, his ability to create, these are all secondary. Can you sit like this? But his beauty must be the highest. Many, many names of God, Nam Namakari, Bahodam Nirva Shalam Shakti, many, many unlimited names of Bhagavan, but the name which describes his beauty, this is the best name, highest name. Krishna. Krishna means by his beauty, he attracts the minds of all souls by his beauty and by his affection, by his sweet dealings, by his very nature, he gives ananda or happiness to everyone. Krishna. Therefore, Krishna attracts everyone, everything. Stavara, Janmara, Yosif, moving, non-moving entities, male, female, from Lord Brahma down to the ant, all are attracted by his beauty. Krishna's beauty is so great, even Krishna becomes attracted. Therefore, what will attract Krishna? That is amazing. Only one thing can attract Krishna, that is pure devotion, pure love, that attracts him. Understand? Krishna attracts everyone, but he is attracted by pure devotion. especially when the pure devotee speaks about Krishna, then Krishna must come on him. He cannot stay away. That's when we hear Hari Katha, we feel so happy. Why? When we hear chants of Krishna, we feel so happy. Why? Because Krishna comes personally and hears. One time Narada asked, "Hey Krishna, where do you live?" Some say God is all-pervading, He lives everywhere. Some say He lives in Vrindavan, some say Vaikuntha. Naham tistami Vaikuntha yoginam hridaya siva tatha tistapi Narada chattatmak bhaktanai. Krishna says, "Oh Narada, I do not live in the spiritual world." Means Narayan lives there. I do not live in the spiritual world of Vaikuntha. I do not live in the hearts of the yogis. Means, and where do you live? Then Krishna says, I live where my devotees chant my name. And Krishna likes Hari Katha. So when Hari Katha is there, Krishna runs also. I also want to hear what my devotees speak about. That is nectar in the ears of Krishna. When especially if someone loves you so much and they speak about you and you are hearing, imagine someone is speaking on the phone and you are hearing on the other side, and they don't know that you are hearing, then how much happiness that person feels. Therefore it said when Surdas or any high class devotee does Kirtan, Krishna is always there, hearing in the back, hearing somewhere, in some form. So he said, I can speak it, like one time some devotees from Street Sampradaya, 3 hours. They were there and it was very dark. At night time they were speaking about Krishna. And they said, very strange, I feel the presence of a fourth person. Why? Because the Lord Krishna had come personally, hearing their topics, their discussions about it. Machita Mankata Prana Bodhiyantis Parasparam Katam Mitis Chamam Nityam Tustanti Charam. Another verse in Gita? So that's the most important verse of the whole Gita. Krishna says, Machita Makata Prana. My devotees, Machita Makata Prana Bodhiyantis Parasparam. The devotees have given their minds and hearts completely to me. Bodhiyantis Parasparam. And when they talk amongst themselves, Parasparam. And that is, that Hari Katha is like nectar. Nectar for others, nectar for Krishna also. If only one thing can completely satisfy Krishna, that is pure Hari Katha. Therefore, Brijavasis in Vrindavan, whatever they speak, this is pure Katha. For Hari Katha means what Krishna speaks about himself or what the devotees speak about Krishna. And when Krishna comes to hear that, he's very attracted by it. It satisfies him completely. Therefore, Srila Goswami said, in Kali Yuga, not very difficult to please Krishna. You think Krishna is the big Supreme Lord. It must be very hard to please him. Just like if any ordinary person in this world has a big position and we give them something, very hard to satisfy someone in this world. Even you give your wife a very nice sari, after 1 week she forgets, bring another. But Krishna is not like that. Very easy to satisfy. Krishna says, Patra, Pushpam, Talambraya, Himabhakti Pramajaya. Oh Arjuna, you can satisfy me just by a leaf, a glass of water. Patra, Pushpam, or fruit. And someone may say, well, how anyone can offer, Krishna says, Asnasi, I snatch the offering of my devotee. And but Srila Krishna Chakrataka says, how Krishna can eat a flower? Because Krishna is so much happy he got something from a devotee, he eats that anyway, even though it's not meant to be eaten. Therefore, not easy to satisfy Krishna. Tulsi leaf, glass of Ganga jal, any fruit. And even you don't have that, you can just speak about Krishna or chant his name. Krishna becomes very happy by that. Nam Priyatako. And what pleases him the most is his name. If someone chants the name with pure devotion, Krishna becomes very satisfied with that person. Krishna himself manifests before him. So Rohini said, I can speak about Krishna Lila, what Krishna did in Vrindavan, but that is so attractive, Krishna must come on me. And if Krishna is there in front of me, I feel shy to speak. before. We can speak, but we have to have someone to guard the door. We know this katha, we've heard so many times. So Subhadra, that is the younger sister of Krishna in Dwaka Lila, she agreed, I will guard the door, make sure that Krishna and Balaram do not come. Therefore she was outside, and Rohini Mother Rohini began speaking Braj Katha, so much attracted. She became so much absorbed, remembering those pastimes. Tears were flowing from her eyes, and how Krishna and all those queens also were hearing, they became astonished. If you read in Kurukshetra, finally the queens also prayed. We wish that we could also get the food dust of the Brajagopis. When the queens of Dwarka met Draupadi, they asked, Draupadi, you have 5 husbands. How do you control them all? Do you know some mantra, some medicine? And Draupadi said, only a wicked woman will try and control her husband by mantra or by drugs. I control my husbands by seva. Means before they wake up, I always wake up before. And after they take rest, I always take rest after them. I always eat after them. Everything I do everything for their satisfaction. And that person who they like, I try my heart and soul to satisfy them. And that person who they do not like, I have no contact. So Draupadi explains so much where that someone controls someone, not by force, but by affection, by love. These days so much divorce because women try to control husband by shouting, by arguing, by legal system, but this will never work. But by affection she can easily control us. In the same way, Draupadi said, I never control by mantra or by drugs or by force, I control by self. And the queens of Dwarka, they're also hearing, and the queens also admitted, yes, we also want to take birth. As blades of grass, we can also get the food dust of the Brajagopis. So queens of Dwarka also know the position of the Brajagopis. So when they're hearing, they became astonished. That much prem they have for Krishna. In front of the Brajagopis, our prem is nothing. Hearing, they became absorbed. Mother Rohini became absorbed. All began sinking in that ocean of Braj Kahani, Braj Lila. And how Krishna and Balaram can stay away, they also went there to hear. But Subhadra, she was also hearing, but she blocked. No, you cannot enter. But also she did not want to miss the katha, therefore she was hearing, Krishna hearing, and Baladev also hearing. So they're hearing, they felt so much separation from the devotees of Vrindavan. Their hands and legs melted in their body, their eyes became huge. That is Mahabhav Prakash. Tasting separation to the stage of Mahabhav, they achieved those eternal forms. That time Narad came, oh, I have seen those amazing forms. I've never seen any deity. Deity, understand? What's deity? Form of Krishna. So many forms of, in all the temples, I've seen all the incarnations of Krishna, but I've never seen any form like this. Therefore Krishna was very happy. Then he said, Narad, whatever benediction you want, I will give you. Then Narad asked, I want the benediction, you will always remain in these 3 forms. So, to please Narad Muni, Krishna always remains in these forms of Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. So who is Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra? He is Krishna in the mood of separation from Radhika. Therefore this place is called Viparashiketa, Viparambaketa, the place of separation. This is an eternal form of Krishna, always indebted, always controlled, always remembering the devotees in Vrindavan. So Guru Maharaj said that Deity, he is not Shamsundar, but in another. He is Dwarkadis Krishna, remembering the devotees in Vrindavan. Therefore, for that reason, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here. Because this place, Mahaprabhu also came to taste the moods of separation of Srimati Radhika. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could have gone anywhere. He could not have gone to Vrindavan, because in the mood of Vrindavan, if he went there, then the mood of Krishna would have come. And he did not come to taste the mood of Krishna. When he heard when Mahaprabhu went to Vrindavan, then all the millions of cows would follow him, licking him. Mahaprabhu would embrace all the trees, all the birds. I mean, that is the mood of Krishna, the supreme attractor. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not stay in Vrindavan for that reason, because he did not come to taste the mood of Krishna, he came to taste the mood of Radharani. Therefore, Mahaprabhu, when he came to Vrindavan, he never slept there. Daytime, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But nighttime, he would cross outside Vrindavan and stay at Kurugat, not in Vrindavan. Guru Maharaj gives an example. If there's a fire and you cover it with newspaper, how long will the newspaper cover the fire? 5 seconds, 10 seconds, then. So if Mahaprabhu stayed in Vrindavan, then he would Krishna. Then why did he not stay outside Vrindavan anywhere else? In Delhi or Germany or anywhere? Because each dham also has a power. So the Chiraka Maharaj used to say, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here and he saw Vrindavan. But was that the influence of the dham or was that the influence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Understand? Like, for example, a pure devotee goes to Delhi.